Hi Jeff, so how's the event gone so far for you?
It's been a bit of a mixed event, to be honest. The week didn't start well because on Thursday I blew my original car up on the rolling road. So I took an emergency spare yesterday, and when I arrived today is literally the first time I've driven the car. So we went out in qualifying this morning, did okay, but it was wet, and then I've done one session this afternoon.
So have you retired then, or?
Yeah, I've had to retire the car. I've got a broken drive shaft after I think I did about 9 or 10 laps in the race itself. Had a big vibration on the left front and had to come in.
So whereabouts is the team overall, would you say, or in its class?
Yeah, well, we're not the quickest of teams. We're here to have a lot of fun. But last time I looked, I think we were running about 10th or 11th in class. But we're part of the biggest class here, so that's about halfway up or halfway down.
And you're entered by who?
Well, we're a team which is running with Practical Performance Car magazine. There are 2 journalists from the magazine here, and they invited 4 of their readers to come and join them, and I'm one of those lucky 4 readers.
Well, I hope the rest of the race goes all right for the rest of you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the interview.
You're welcome. Having a great day, and going to stay around and support the rest of the team and hopefully cheer them home as well as everybody else that finishes.
Hi James, so the event's going a bit better for you, is it?
Yeah, it's been a mixed bag so far. We've had a few issues. We had a few issues before anybody got here. With one car breaking down, and 10 o'clock last night there was one chap was converting his car from hydraulic to cable clutch at the last minute. But everybody got here. We had one minor breakdown, electrical issue, but it was towards the end of the driver's stint, so that didn't lose too much time there. By the time we'd realised what had happened. Everybody else has been putting really good solid times and yeah, stayed out of trouble and see how we got on by the end.
So how many drivers have you got in the team?
We've got 6, 6 of us. We've run it through the magazine. There's 2 of us from the mag, and then we've got 4 competition winning readers who've joined us. We've got a nice selection of cars, all sort of different manufacturers. So yeah, 6 of us in total, and quite a mix.
So when one retires, does that affect the result in any way, or?
Yes and no. We're hoping that we'll get through on the order we've got now in the stints we had planned, but it might be a little bit close to call, depending on how long we can leave people out, what sort of stint length we can push from a tank of fuel. So we might need to send somebody out for a little extra stint at the end because of an early retirement early on, but fingers crossed. There's a little time to go yet.
Well, thanks very much for the interview, and hope it goes well for the rest of the race.
Thanks very much.
Hi David, so how's the event gone so far?
Well, for our team it's doing really well. We had a bad start unfortunately, and Rodney Frost in the first XJS when I had a misfire, developed a misfire, so we started off 51st unfortunately. Then Gail Hill and Colin Philpotts have pulled us back. We're now the lead Jaguar team, running first in class Jaguars, and I think 13th overall. Might be lower than that, to be honest. But so it's looking better. Rayingham's just going out, and then I'm taking the last stint in about 3/4 of an hour, coming in the dark, basically.
The team won this event some years ago, didn't they?
We did. Well, I wasn't in that team, to be fair. We won our class. We were the first Jaguar team last year, but we did overall win it about 4 or 5 years ago. Yes, yeah, we did.
Well, good luck this afternoon, and
thanks very much.
Hope your stint goes well and you can make some places up.
Thanks very much.
Class.
Well, we'll do the best we can. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Hi Jonathan, so how's the event gone so far for the team?
We've been very consistent. We've had an excellent run, no dramas. I think we gained a lap on our last stint on the leader. So all in all, the guys are driving very consistently. We drove well in the wet this morning, and we've avoided all the carnage in the safety car periods. So all in all, we're on a par for a good result. We won our class last year, so we're hoping for a repeat of that this year.
So how many times has the team taken part in the event?
Well, Morgans have been racing in this event for roughly 20 years, and we come back every year to do the Birkett. This year we're down to one team, but nevertheless we've got all the right people here.
So have you got any chance at all of winning the class?
I think we have, yes, especially if the weather comes in a bit. We've got a couple of quick drivers in the wet. We're making steady progress through the field, but winning it's very difficult because there are a lot of cars here with a lot of experienced drivers, and the handicapping system can work against you, so we just have to see what the stewards give us in terms of a handicap.
And you're going out again?
I might be going out again, yes. I'm the backup for the last driver, so I've done my stint. I had 2 safety cars in my stint, which rather ruined my hour somewhat, but I've still got a half tank of fuel left, so I'm hoping I can use it up later on.
Well, thank you very much for the interview, Jonathan.
Thank you very much, nice to see you.
Hi Chris, team manager and driver.
Indeed, yes, very much so.
So how's it gone today?
Not bad. Qualifying was interesting in the grease and wet, but with it dried out it's quite a lot. It's actually got a lot faster for us, so quite a good day so far.
So is this the first time the team's been together in this event?
Yes, yes. This is the first time we had colleagues and friends last year. We thought we'd give it a go ourselves this year.
So have you taken part in it before yourself?
No, just watched it last year and thought I want to have a go at that. So the only way to have a go is by having a team, so that's why I'm team manager.
So have you any chance of winning your class or overall?
Not this year, not this year. Chance would be a fine thing, but no. Just out to have a good time, enjoying ourselves.
So what do you take part in during the season?
The Caterham Road Sport Championships. So that's the spec of cars we've got, so they're all the same spec of car.
So all the drivers are in that event, in that championship, aren't they?
All the drivers have come from that championship this year, yes.
Well, good luck for the rest of the event, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much indeed.
Hi Paul, so how's the event gone today so far?
Well, it started off pretty lousy actually. We had to start from the pit lane. We qualified 4th, but we were late going to the assembly area, so we had to start from the pit lane. But apart from that, it's been going really well.
So whereabouts are you in your class and overall?
We're overall in P2.
So is that leading your class?
Yes, it is, yeah, for sure.
So is this the first time you've had a team in this event?
No, we actually entered last year for the first time, and we were lucky enough to win that one, so it was really good. And a surprise, I must say.
So have you got any chance of winning today?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's great. Well, I hope it goes well for the rest of the event. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks very much.
Hi Tina, so how's the event gone for you today?
Well, it was going really well until almost to the end of my stint, and unfortunately I got taken out by another competitor. It was just one of those things. There were two cars trying to dive down the inside on a corner. They collided with each other, and one of them, which was a Caterham, then spun round and hit me once, carried on spinning, and then hit me a second time. I ended up in the gravel trap.
So is that the end of your race then?
That's the end of my race today. Yeah, I ended up in the gravel trap and had to be towed out and brought back to the paddock. I've got 2 buckled wheels on the cars, bent suspension on 2 corners, so the car's not really drivable. So anyway, it's my last race of the season. So it's now time to strip it down and rebuild it.
So this is the first time you've taken part in this event, is that right?
No, I took part in the event 2 years ago. I was very lucky to be invited to drive somebody else's Caterham, which was a fantastic experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Couldn't do it last year because I was injured, and then come back this year with the BWRDC ladies team, which has been brilliant. The girls are such a laugh, they're great competitors, and I've had, apart from my crash, had a really good time.
A bit like sisters then?
Yeah, kind of. No, they're a really good bunch. We have a great time.
Well, I hope the rest of the team members get on okay and you have a good result. And thanks for the interview.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.